Hello, everyone. If you're watching this, I don't know what's going on with my lip. I woke up day before yesterday with a bit of swelling. Those of you, if you watch my video yesterday, you see the swelling was up a bit, and then I woke this morning. It has just increased very well. So apologies for the way it might look or something. My lips are swollen. I don't know what it is. I actually thought initially it was fever blisters. Then it answers whether it's an allergy or whatever it is. I don't know, but I'll continue to watch it and hopefully it does go down. Well, I'm doing this video today because apparently the member Dele Farotimi has been denied bail. He's been incarcerated. He's been put in prison or jail or cell or whatever it is, and as long as Dele Farotimi is not free, there is none of us that is free, no matter where you may be. You might think today is just Dele Farotimi. No, it's not just Dele Farotimi, it's everyone. And I remember, a few weeks ago, I did an advocacy, on the program that I'm usually on, a place at the table, where I put out this particular issue, and I said, look, there is something that is going on. There's an orchestrated work being done to take down the voices that speak in Nigeria. That was during the time when they were doing that defamation act against Falana, when all sorts of things, they were attacked. Sarah Ibrahim had also been attacked, one of those NSAS protesters who was part of the panel in Lagos. And you could see I had had my own attacks where I was being maligned, all sorts of things. They were saying that I ate Labour Party money and all of that. And I said and there were quite a number of them. And I said, look, there is an orchestrated attack. It's almost as if they were picking up some people, putting them in prison. Others, they were doing everything to malign them, to blacklist them, to show that, oh, these people are not who you think they are. These people are criminals. These people are this. These people are that. And I did made mention of that. And I must say also, what is going on right now with Dele Farotimi looks like that same thing also, because how do you reconcile the fact that the crime for which Dele Farotimi has been taken, are bundled by police and taken to Ekiti, bundled in Lagos and taken to Ekiti? It's not even a crime in Ekiti state. So how did they do that? In their hurry to look for anything they can to shut down the voice of Dele Farotimi, they just had to bundle him, put him in the magistrate court. And then now, of course, the police, the IG of police, have gone on to file a lot of is it charges? Is it 13 count or 11 count charges against Dele Farotimi on this whole issue of Afe Babalola? But hey, let me look at Foundation for Investigative Journalism. They have this report. They say defamation suit filed by IGP against Dele Farotimi is not a crime in Ekiti, says Odin Kalu. Chidi Odinkalu, a human rights activist and lawyer, has explained that the criminal defamation lawsuit that Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun filed against Dele Farotimi, a human rights lawyer and social critic, is not a crime under the Ekiti State criminal law. Odinkalu explained this on Saturday in an article published by Law and Society magazine titled "In the Matter of Dele Farotimi" before the Star Chamber. Odinkalu began his argument by narrating a 1983 event detailing how Paul Anyebe, a former judge of the Benue State High Court, unintentionally shot his kleptomaniac son in a bid to scare him from stealing from his bedroom. The Benue State Attorney General at the time decided to prosecute Anyebe for attempted murder, a crime which was applicable under the then Benue State Penal Code. The Attorney General also added a charge of illegal possession of firearms, but unlike attempted murder, illegal possession of firearms was a federal offense and could only be charged by the Attorney General of the Federation. At the conclusion of the trial, the Benue State High Court discharged Anyebe of attempted murder but convicted him of illegal possession of firearms, which was a federal offense, earning him 3 years imprisonment sentence. The appeal court reduced Anyeba's 3-year sentence to either 6 months or a fine of 100 naira. However, when the Supreme Court later decided Anyebe's appeal, they unanimously decided that the state Attorney General could not prosecute an offense created by an act of the National Assembly. They nullified the trial and ordered that Anyebe's 100 naira be returned to him. It was on this piece of legal precedence that Odinkalu concluded that the 16-count charge of defamation filed against Dele Farotimi by the Inspector General of the Police cannot be tried under a federal criminal code act under which the charge was filed. This is important because the gist of the charges purportedly preferred against Dele Farotimi before the magistrate in Ekiti is precisely criminal defamation, which is not a crime in Ekiti State, or the Nkalu wrote. It seemed quite clear that the charges presented by the police did not disclose a crime known to the laws of Ekiti State, nor did they disclose a crime over which a magistrate in Ekiti State could purport to exercise lawful jurisdiction. Despite the evident absence of jurisdiction on multiple fronts, the magistrate proceeded with undue haste to order the remand of Dele Farotimi in prison custody for 1 week until 10 December. By the way, 10 December is the day of the International Human Rights, and you can see how it's being broken in Nigeria. You can see what Mr. Afe Babalola is actually doing with all I'm trying to find the word, with all his front, let me use the word front, that he is one who goes by the process, he's the one who believes in human rights, he's the one who tries to entrench human rights to the extent of donating 10 million pounds to a university in London to help, entrench human rights in Nigeria. At the end of the day, when push came to shove, he actually showed himself to be one who does not respect human rights, one who is going to use a police that is a willing tool of oppression against his people, actually against the people. So it's really not about what you say, it's about your action, it's about how you behave when push comes to shove. The magistrate probably did not realize that 10 December is International Human Rights Day. Odinkalu explained further that the Ekiti Magistrate Court operates by the Ekiti criminal law, and that in the law's entire 492 sections, it does not criminalize libel or criminal defamation. So with all the almost 70 years of Mr. Afe Babalola's legal history, and he has a law firm that they do so many things, to the extent that he was paid 250 million naira by Obasanjo as his personal lawyer to open a company, something that would cost 10,000 naira in 2006, I think that happened. Of all of that, he didn't know that it is not a crime in Ekiti State, albeit they were so much in a hurry to get Dele Farotimi arrested and shut down his voice. You cannot shut down Dele Farotimi's voice. He's too big for anybody to shut down. Like I always say to people, even death cannot shut it down, because you know what? Now when something happen, now all the talk where they talk before, when they look you say now where you be, you will come they get meaning. In the last few days, I've seen more of Dele Farotimi's interviews that I have seen in the last how many years. He's too much a force for anybody to bring down.